Welcome all. We warmly embrace the second match of the CWI ODI series where the West Indies will take on New Zealand. Match coming to you from the Providence Stadium in Guyana. Earlier at the toss, Smith Santner called correctly. And not surprisingly, New Zealand opting to bowl first. And in brilliant sunshine, we will look at both teams first. The West Indies going into this second match with one change. Matthew Ford comes in for Shamar Joseph. So the medium pacer in for the express pace option. Just a slight adjustment to the winning 11 from that first game for the West Indies. And for New Zealand, they've recognized the conditions, and Dean Foxcroft, that one newcomer into the 11 at the expense of Nathan Smith. So a spin option for a seam option for this second ODI for the Kiwis. I did actually hope about that strong record of the West Indies chasing in one-day internationals. Here in Caribbean conditions, they have a very good record. 9 wins from 10 completed matches in this World Cup cycle. First ball, ODI 2. Duffy, the opening bowler. Driven delightfully through that point region. And it's a boundary for the West Indies. Pulled away nicely. Got under that one. The bounce was sufficient for him to swivel and take it all the way for 6. Up and away. Sufficient bat. Good velocity in that swing from Campbell, and he gets 4. He just chipped away, not properly timed. But he will still get 4. The placement was superb. Huggies will be happy with this outcome.
Lovely aggression and the ability to reach that delivery from John Campbell was very important in striking against anticipated spin. That'll bring up the 50 for the opening partnership. It looks a good stop, but the umpires might want to have another look. He had little issues with visas and stuff. And that's good from John Campbell. He's a sweeper and showing his full range. Valiant effort, but excellent from John Campbell again. We saw the fine sweep in the previous over where he just used the pace, and now a more powerful square sweep. And out. Beaten one ball, gone the next, and another start for Huggies without kicking on. But good on the off spin of Bracewell.
Yes, the delivery before, wasn't it? That really had him very tentative. Nice and slow again from Bracewell. And just enough turn to hit the outer portion of the bat. A very simple catch by Henry Nichols. Huggies goes for 18. First one down at 63.
Yes, Mitchell.
And he does bring it towards the off stump, on the off stump, which is lying flat on the ground now. Whether it kept a little bit low or whether Campbell should have been forward, we will get a chance to look again.
Yeah, again, another wicket set up by the previous ball that spun sharply. This was the arm ball, or so it appeared. Just sliding on to the stumps. Wonderful wizardry from Santner. Striking in his very first over. Both openers now gone for the West Indies in quick succession. Campbell for 43, 66 for 2.
Lovely response from Casey Carty. Silky smooth.
Bowled him. Poles go flying, and Jayden Lennox now into the wickets for the Kiwis.
And there was a little opening. The reason why the line is straight is because if Shea Hope makes a mistake and closes the blade, doesn't get the angle right, bullseye for the bowler, as on this occasion. So smart, so wily from Lennox. So the bowling change has worked, and the big fish has to go. Hope, gone for 7, 86 for 3.
That's beautifully played. All the way to the boundary. It will feel very good as well off the bat, I'm sure, Fane Rutherford.
And he's a man that the West Indies would one face majority of the deliveries with this bowling pair from the Kiwis. The ball is turning into him, so he makes light work of an over-pitch delivery. That's minimal risk. Great execution too.
Yes, Lennox! How's that? The very next ball. Well, the Kiwi spinners making inroads here in Guyana.
No, 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 my goodness. He'll be distraught, really disappointed with this, Rutherford. All he was trying to do was to defend with soft hands. But on this occasion, it was too soft. Just didn't have the firmness that he wanted. Goes down and rolls back onto the stumps. Despair for the West Indies. And celebrations for New Zealand. Rutherford trudges back for 8. 97 for 4 now.
Yes, Mitchie!
There is something. The bails are off. There was a noise. And Kati is making his way out of the field. Brilliant again from Santner. It's just the shape on that delivery that has undone him.
Just a bit of spin, actually. That just takes the off stump of Casey Kati. No one seemed to know what happened there. He didn't, I didn't at one point. But he's been bowled. So he has to go back for 18. West Indies slips in for the trouble. 108 for 5.
Yes,
Clean them up. One left-hand orthodox to the other. It's Lennox this time who gets rid of Gudakesh Moti. It's been a procession of wickets for the West Indies. Another one goes.
Gudakesh Moti just looking to get it square of the wicket. But the angle just taking it back into him and crashing into that middle stump. Looking to give himself room, so he has to go back for 1 of 16 deliveries. West Indies 115 for 6.
Yes.
Clean them up. Another wicket for Lennox. Couldn't put away the full toss of the previous delivery. A hoik across the leg and stumps into play again. Another batter bowled.
On target once more, New Zealand and Lennox. His best bowling figures now 4 for 12. Stumps everywhere. Matthew Ford putting out the big shot. Cannot make connection. 7 wickets down now. He goes for 1. West Indies 190.
West Indies batters at sea in an absolute turner here at Providence. Jayden Lennox with 4 for 12. Pulled in the gap, and that'll be 4. Using the depth of the crease, it wasn't very short from Bracewell. With a welcome boundary to Django.
Yes!
Was that straight? Was that straight enough? Yes. Hassan Raza believes so. He raises the dreaded finger. And the review is taken straight away.
TV umpire to director. We have a player review for LBW. The original decision is out. I've checked the bowler's feet and it's a fair delivery. Can we go to front on when ready, please? Ball passes close to the bat. Can we go to ultra edge when ready, please? Yeah. Ball passes under the bat. Go to ball tracking when ready, please. Pitching in line. Impact in line. Wickets hitting. Hassan, you can stay with your original decision of out. Stand by. Your on-screen signal now.
Good judgment from Hassan Raza. Not so much this time for Amir Jangu. 24 to him. West Indies now 1-3-3 for 8.
Little mix up. Little mix up. And it leads to another West Indian wicket. A direct hit from that point region. A hint of indecision and miscommunication between the two. Carripier called immediately. Alzari Joseph hesitated to his demise. And on target. So everything going right for the Kiwis. And now the West Indies, 9 wickets down. Joseph just for 1. It's 137 for 9.
Huge shout. Might be going down, but the umpire gives him. He will review it immediately. It'll be interesting to see the trajectory of that one. And we'll get some further evidence. Basharat thinks, though, that it's out.
Pitching in line, impact umpire's call, and wickets umpire's call. Zahid, you can stay with your original decision of out. Stand by.
Yeah, disappointed Darren Sammy there. 138 all out. Basharat give it out. They got the decision in their favor and it will remain out on umpire's call. So lost the last batter to be dismissed. 138 all out.
The conditions out there. Remarkable effort from Lennox.
Yes, another good day if you're a West Indian fan. 138 all out. A best score 43 from Campbell. Not a lot of support throughout. 138 all out dismissed for their lowest total at home versus New Zealand. Yeah, and that man picking up a 5 for his best figures. 5 for 19. Santner, Bracewell, all wickets going to the spinners and 1 run out by way of Chapman. Direct hit from him.
The island of Barbados, one of the jewels of the Caribbean with its aquamarine waters, its water sports, very, very famous across the region. One of those countries where you can go to relax. Here in the country of Guyana, at Providence Stadium, we have continued coverage of this second ODI between West Indies and New Zealand. Carripier. New Zealand are away. They look to be busy because they understand that batting is not straightforward. And he's pushed that to the boundary. Carripier was hoping that that could perhaps angle back into the stumps. Didn't get his angles right. Nice shot, very controlled. And the balance was absolutely perfect from Will Young. Down the pitch again, just over mid-on, but the footwork there of Will Young tells you, and I was hoping Shea Hope would come back up to the stumps. He didn't. 23 without loss. Nice from Will Young. Picked the length quickly and dispatched it.
He's grown accustomed to carry pair. He's into his fourth over.
Nicely picked off. Should get to the boundary, and it does. So timing continues to be excellent from Will Young and Nichols.
Boundary of the last ball of the previous over, boundary of the first ball from Alzari Joseph. The balance at the crease stands out again. The timing exquisite. Nice little platform being laid here, not dissimilar to what the West Indian openers did.
This one looks in front. There is a loud appeal. It is adjacent, and the umpire agrees. We'll have a chat about this. He goes up right away.
Pitching outside off, impacting line, wickets hitting. Hassan, you can still have your original decision of out. Stand by. Your on-screen signal now.
Decision upheld. Good decision from the umpire. As soon as Young saw that there was no bat involved, to be fair to him, he was on his way. Well played, 28. First one down for New Zealand at 35.
There's a chance. I think they got their man. He's walking, he's not waiting for the review. A quick piece of fielding.
Yeah, freeze it there. I've made my decision for the big screen.
So Laws with the run out. Chapman has to go back without scoring. 35 for 2. Whipped away. It's a chase on for the fielders. Think he does well, Laws. You definitely want to have a check of that. A very good effort from the young man and the boundary. This one is edged, but it will go to the boundary as well. 43 for 2. Wasn't the purest of connection, but enough to get it away for another boundary. Sweep in, and straight to John Campbell. So they're asking for wickets, West Indies, and Moti has delivered.
Magical Moti strikes again, keeping the West Indians in the hunt. Wickets the currency, and Moti the bank. Little top edge, and it is Amir Jangu with the catch. The hometown hero delivers. Nichols goes for 17. 3 wickets down now for New Zealand.
A little bit of an edge there as well. The fielder gives chase, carry pair, but it's going downhill. So there's no catching up to that.
Take that one on a full, get loose delivery and dismissed summarily. Bit of a drag down, kept low, and just eased away for a boundary. No pressure here on the men from New Zealand.
As I mentioned in the first game, and I'll endorse it again, you'll get that from Vital Laws from time to time, but he will overcome it as he gets more experienced. And that didn't even bounce. So that is another answer to your question.
As that wicket on the last ball of the over. Is there a little crack of light here for the Windies? 94 for 4.
And that's what we talk about. Remember a couple of balls ago I said he looked as though he left home a little bit early? He left home early again. Just enough for Pierre to spin it wider from outside the off stump. That's a big wicket to get. Easy for Shea Hope.
Yeah, can we go straight to side on, please? I just want to see the gloves. Thank you. Do you have a slightly better side on than that one? Thank you. Okay, thank you. Yeah, perfect, thank you. Yeah, gloves is clearly behind the stumps. I've made my decision for the big screen.
Yeah, legal from Shea Hope. The gloves cannot be level or in front of the stumps in taking the ball, and Shea Hope was on the money. He berated himself, Daryl Mitchell, for that loss of concentration. 28 or 43, 94 for 4.
Sweep in, but straight onto the stump. So Carey Pierre gets a second wicket, and Foxcroft has to go back without scoring.
It's an attacking delivery, you know, although the line is outside the leg stump. Guyanese supporters, they love it. They feel there is a match on our hands. That sharp turn once more from the left-arm spinner. Despite the line being on or outside that leg stump. You miss, I hit. There's another one via that type of style. Foxcroft going without scoring. 96 for 5 now.
Yeah, and World Test Championships as well. This is the first boundary in 55 balls, and it's off the bat of Tom Latham.
Yes.
There you go, an additional fielder comes in the inner circle to cut a single. I still want to see him in a catching position.
Yes.
And that's a brilliant shot. That's a good response, and that's fine. That could have gone in the air. It could have brought a wicket. Instead, it brings 4 for Bracewell. It's a risk, yes. And Bracewell is too good to miss out. Just over pitched from Moti. Not too far from that fielder there. If he was perhaps a little bit closer, maybe.
Yeah, making a move here, pressing gas, the Black Caps. Back-to-back boundaries off the bowling of Gudakesh Moti. Ready to wrap this up. 14 runs, all that is required for the final 2. This one fine and will run away, and that will be it. The 400th win in ODIs for the Black Caps, completed here in Providence, Guyana, and their biggest win over the West Indies in terms of balls to spare.
Yeah, and they've leveled the series importantly. And so it's 1 apiece at the moment. And West Indies will be very disappointed with their batting performance in the first innings. They fought bravely with the ball, got 5 wickets. And there were some nervous moments for New Zealand throughout the course of the batting innings. But Santner and his team will be very proud of their performance tonight at Providence. Partnership of 45 unbroken, of 62 deliveries, the experience of Latham, the skill of Bracewell, and a 400th win, as you mentioned, AJ, in ODIs for New Zealand. All right, confirmation of the second one-day international. West Indies shut out in 36 overs, 138 only on the board. Campbell 43, the top scorer Lennox with a career best of 5 for 19. And New Zealand in the chase, 141 for 5, winning by 5 wickets and squaring the series at 1 apiece.